G'day guys and girls and welcome to the Amateur Racer Podcast, a podcast by amateur racers for amateur racers. My name is Curtis Smith and I'm here with Lance Keach. Lance, we've missed a couple of weeks, so we'll do a bit of catch up.
Yeah, both had a bit of a holiday. Curtis getting the lowdown on the Irish road race scene and going to Spain and coming back 2 days before the Spanish GP.
So we'll start off with COTA and the MotoGP. It was a really good race. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was awesome race to watch. A lot of unexpected action.
It was probably made good because Mark had crashed. That's why.
Yeah, didn't Honda have a nightmare weekend compared to what they were expecting?
Terrible. They would have been so annoyed.
Instead of like a guaranteed win, end up with a best finish of Nakagami in 10th.
Yep. Okay, they had 3 crashes, right? Because Crutchlow crashes right as well. Oh no,
Lorenzo technical.
The chain fell off, I think it was. They didn't say, but throughout the last couple of rounds, he's had issues with that.
Yep.
Because of the carbon swing arm flexing too much or something going weird with that. And I'm pretty sure the same thing happened again. They didn't want to admit it, but it did.
Yeah, and then Marquez's crash that is rumoured to be mechanical failure as well.
I'm calling bullshit.
He just
lost it, I reckon. Yeah. It's the exact same thing that happened. Maybe their engine braking wasn't set up quite right as well, but he just lost it. I don't think there was any excuse there. And Cal crashed the exact same spot and had the same problem.
Yeah, Cal's a bit of a crasher, so...
Yeah, he's fast. He goes all right. But Rins with the win. I think it was the first time I didn't tip him.
Yeah, it was, and I was watching and going, yes!
Because I tipped Rossi that round.
Yeah.
And, it was so close. He made a couple of mistakes in like the third last lap and second last lap. Not big ones, but just enough for Rins to get that a little bit further ahead. And Rins probably had a little bit in reserve as well, I think.
Yeah, I think he was cruising. He gets so much faster at the end of the race.
Yeah, his riding style's just so smooth. I really like watching him. He's good to watch. He's a different style. Like, he's very upright.
Yeah.
Not like Marquez is like really exaggerated, hangs at the bike, where Rins is kind of like, it's like slow motion. He just leans into it and he's still quick though.
Yeah, he's really fast. He's really getting up. He's going to be, if not this year, next year, like championship fight.
He's in it now.
He's in tight third now with 2 people tied for first.
Yeah. After COTA.
After
Jerez.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 1 point in it, right?
Yeah.
Because Dobby got that point. We'll talk about that when it gets to it, though. And awesome by Jack Miller. He did really well.
Yeah, Miller on the podium.
It's his first podium after his win. So he had that win in 2016, and so this is his first podium since then, and he was fucking stoked.
Yeah, he was catching Rossi at the end too, wasn't he?
No. Dobby was catching him. Miller kind of was slowing down or holding his pace, whereas Dobby was really coming strong towards the end.
Yeah, once Marquez was out and Dobby's board said Marquez out, he started pushing.
Yeah. Because he's probably thinking, I'm not going to win. Marquez is going to win. I'm just going to play it safe, bring in some easy points because I'm not strong at this track. But he definitely got quicker once Marquez went out.
Yeah.
He's really strong towards the end of the races too. He plays it very smart and then he rides smooth and, quite quick. And then he pushes a bit more towards the end and gets those points up nearly every time.
Yeah, they keep talking about how the Ducati is better for rear tyre life.
Yep.
It's like... It might be because they have so much power, they can make their traction control so conservative.
Yeah,
that they can just, once they get upright, they're just like a rocket anyway. So.
Yeah. So they're not using the edge grip, maybe, they're not leant over getting in the power. They just get it straight and then go whack.
Yep. And they're also the really good braking stability. So they're fast in, fast out, and then in the corner they can hold the other riders up and...
Yeah. By all accounts, they're really hard to pass.
Yeah.
Just because it's like that bungee cord. They get further away at the straight, then everyone catches up the corner, but they're not close enough to pass, and then the same thing happens again on the straight. So there's stretching out, gets close, stretched out, gets close. That's horsepower, though.
Yeah, but Honda's closed the gap, I reckon. No doubt.
Yeah, and Marquez is so strong under brakes. It's crazy. So Pol Espargaro, 8th. Pretty surprising.
That'll be close to the best KTM will do this year, I reckon.
Yeah, because they're struggling.
Yeah.
They are. Like, Oliveira's riding really well. He just got his contract extended to 2020, I believe it is. But they're just not. They're not there this year. They've just haven't made that step that everyone else has. It seems like.
Yeah, definitely. Because last year they were competitive. They were doing better than Aprilia, and they were.
Yeah, they were more consistent. Like Bradley Smith was bringing home points, and if he didn't, Pole was doing quite well. Whereas this year, Zarco's struggling.
Yeah, Happy Cyrene seems to only be in there, so they have a Malaysian rider.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible on the Tech 3 last year. Like he was okay on the Yamaha, but yeah, I don't know if he'll last.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. It's just,
but they're probably giving him a bit of benefit of the doubt because it's, a satellite KTM, not a strong bike. Give him a chance, kind of thing.
Yep. I guess a big point is Rossi. Like he's been doing well. Like he's been Rossi for the last few years.
Yeah, he's been solid.
But was that 2 podiums in a row?
Yeah, it was. I think it's his first time in years, like actual years. That he's got 2 in a row.
And he was
2017 or something.
Like it's because he qualified well. Like if he can, he always does well in the races from a crap qualify position. And then, but when he qualifies well, he's in there for the fight.
Yeah, he just needs to qualify well. That's his only thing. But there's so many of the riders are so good at qualifying. Like Marquez is nearly always going to get pole.
Yeah, and Vinales is always up there and then dies.
Yeah, so it's like opposite land in Yamaha.
Yep,
isn't it? But yeah, he's still in title fight. I hope he wins. It's very unlikely. Like Marquez should win comfortably, but he's going well.
Yeah, he was.
Rins has taken points from Marquez, and Dovy's always up there, so it could be a bit more even this year.
Yeah, Marquez isn't going to run away with it quite so much.
No, but if he hadn't crashed in this one, there's
he'd be so far ahead.
Yeah, he'd be way ahead. So I think we're going to talk about the track. How it's pretty shit. Like.
Yeah, it's not a very old track in general, but it seems to like the surface has gone really bad in the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's apparently it's because of the cars. That's one of the big things. They said it's such a big car track that they just create bumps pretty much, and that affects the bike so much more than cars do. Yeah,
and then the bumps are like on the inside line where they're braking and stuff, which is on the car. They're on the weights on the outside tire more, and then the bike is where you have to be.
Yeah. So apparently some of the guys, the young guys, were following the more experienced guys because the normal racing lines aren't the fastest because of the bumps.
Yep.
So you have to almost ride around some of the bumps and corners and stuff.
Bit like Wakefield.
Yeah, it is the Wakefield Park of the MotoGP circuit, the GOAT track.
Ugh.
So apparently the riders are unhappy with it. They're like, something needs to be done. But as you said, it's new. They've just spent all this money on it. Like, I don't think it's going to change.
No, I can't see them resurfacing it.
No.
Or I guess it's 8 years old, but yeah.
Maybe they'll fix up Laguna Seca or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, back there, that was some good racing.
Yeah, I love the corkscrew. That first turn is insane as well.
Yep.
So we're going to move on to Jerez.
Jerez.
That's right. They the Spanish say their th. They got a bit lispy.
Jerez.
So the biggest thing would be Fabio Quartararo on pole.
Yeah, took Marquez's record, youngest ever person for pole. I think it was 20 years and 15 days.
Yeah, it was close, but it was like 40 days or 50 days younger.
Yeah, he still has another. I think he still has another chance to.
Might be 2 rounds.
Take Marquez's record for youngest race win.
And he was so close.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't going to win, but
he was up there. It would have been a podium, you would think.
Yeah, I think it was a guaranteed podium. He was leaving Franco behind.
Yeah. And I think Franco burnt out his tyres too, so there's definitely a big buffer for him to get an easy second or third, I would say. Rins might have taken him towards the end, but still third.
Yeah, and then just both the Petronas bikes being 1-2 qualifying in their 4th ever GP with a rookie and a second-year rider.
And a new team.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shot up the three boys, isn't it?
Yeah, when Rossi qualified in 13th.
13th, yep. But
So
he was so fast during the race, though.
and in practice,
And in practice, I did watch the qualifying. He got just in a bad spot, really, because he was on a good lap, and I think he caught up to some people. A bit of traffic, so that ruined his lap, and then a very similar thing happened on his next fastest lap. So he just a bit unlucky, but also maybe bad positioning. Like,
yeah, I guess that's the problem with Q1 as well.
yeah.
So-
If you're in Q2, you don't have to worry about fighting the traffic, and the people who went through was like Vinales and Miller, was it? I'm trying to think who else went through. It was two
Yeah.
like fast guys.
Yep.
So you're fighting heaps of fast people now. The chances of you going through from Q1 are they're pretty small.
Yep.
Like, you got to have that good lap for one, and you're fighting fast guys. But he still came up the sixth in the race, and I was looking at his lap times. They were as fast as the podium guys.
Yeah, he was charging. He was.
Yeah, he was stuck behind Miller for a fair bit.
Yep.
Because Miller was riding, like, pushing really hard, but he was struggling a bit still, and you could see that Rossi was like just couldn't get past him. But when he did, he passed like 6 people.
Yeah, definitely.
Miller didn't have a great weekend, really. He compared to how he has been, he's been really strong all year. In this round, he was pretty shit.
Yeah, he did okay in the race until he crashed.
Yeah, he was going backwards though, because he was with Rossi, got past, and then kind of went backwards. And that crash, like, he was fucking furious on.
Yeah.
He was shaking his fists and waving, but then I watched it. It was like he was just in a bad spot. Like, it was just a racing incident. No one was at fault.
Yeah, Espargo was trying to come back on his line where he would have been coming back to, and Miller was there.
Yeah, he could not have seen him.
Yeah.
It was like, he was looking at the apex, and he's come up and just hit. Because he low-sided as well, didn't he?
Yeah, Espargo did well to stay on
Mm.
with someone low-siding inside of him.
Yeah. So the rookies, Quartararo. Well, he didn't fuck me. The bike fucked me.
Yeah,
I tipped him for my rookie of the round, and I was so happy. I'm like, oh, second. When does a rookie get second? It doesn't happen.
But there was no good pick for rookies this time, because we're not going to pick Oliveira.
No, like, he was the best.
Yeah, well,
And he got
Fabio
what?
and Bagnaia and Mir crashed.
Yeah. What did Fabio get? He was, no, Quartararo. Oliveira, I'll spit it out eventually.
Got like 17th?
Yeah, he
or-
got like 17th, so that's not good anyway.
Yeah.
Well, what did Bagnaia do? He crashed?
He crashed.
Mir,
He qualified well. He out-qualified Miller.
yeah, he was having a good round. Another big thing to talk about was KTM.
Yeah, they really got to pick something up, because they were third last. Then there was
Yeah,
Rabat and
Test Rider
Abraham.
was like second last, so you can't really count that.
Yeah. And Rabat and Abraham never really do well. But then, like, Zarco and Oliveira are only just in front of them.
Yeah, and their positions looked a lot better because people crashed, or like Bagnaia would have beat them, Quartararo would have beaten them, Mir would have beaten them, so
Carl would have beat them.
Cal would have beaten them. They would have
Miller.
been nowhere near. They would have been like
Yeah.
20th, 22nd.
Yeah.
Which is shit, no matter what. Like, you need developing a bike. Red Bull and KTM are throwing so much money on it.
They've obviously, I guess, like Aprilia last year, they've gone the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And now are they stuck with it for the year? Like, if it's the engine, they can't change it. So,
They can change theirs. Theirs isn't serious.
are they on concession?
Yeah, on concessions. So, but still, like, changing an engine, that doesn't happen overnight.
No.
That's going to be half a year. And like, oh, this engine's a bit better. Now we have to develop that engine. So, yeah, it's a bit like, I was just watching Lacey Spargo. He said last year was a write-off. This year is like we're at the back of 2017.
Yep.
He goes, this is like our 2018 now, so they're a year behind. He said their team is like amazing now, really good, better structures, but they've still lost a year.
Yep.
Compared to the Jap guys, you just can't do that. They're already so far ahead.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, like, Suzuki bikes are great now.
Mir's been doing well. Brins, as you said.
Yamaha is obviously they've found the gap they needed, because they're on the podium 3 races in a row.
Yeah. If it's not them, it's the young guys too.
Yeah.
Just that young confidence, I think, is helping them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. What Pedrosa hasn't been testing because of his surgery or injury. What did he have?
I think he had shoulder surgery after he retired.
Yeah.
So he's only just sort of started stepping into the testing role.
So he'll be a good test rider for him.
Hopefully he
he'll
can
be
make
fast.
he can make a bike that Zarco can ride.
Yes, exactly. Because Zarco is fast. Like, he won 2 Moto2 titles, and then he was straight away fast on the Yamaha Tech 3.
Yeah, and won pretty quickly once he was on it.
Yeah, he was... At his first race, he led at Qatar.
Yep.
Before he crashed out. So, and he got a few podiums. One thing that did annoy me is, like, they didn't show much of all the battles that were happening.
No, they just showed that top 5.
Yeah.
It was like...
Because Miller and Rossi, like, I had the bike cams going. They were duking it out. Bradle and Espargaro were changing, like, twice a lap.
Yep.
All the time until Espargaro got ahead. Like, it was happening. So, that's one thing I hope the MotoGP coverage changes a bit, is maybe give us another camera angle or something.
Yeah, I guess if...
It's hard, though, for them. Like,
yeah, because it was a pretty good battle in that top 5 to watch.
Yes, because Morbidelli, Quartararo and Rins, and then Dobby as well towards the end.
Yeah. Whereas if that was stagnant, they would have shown other stuff. But...
Yeah. We're lucky we got the pass, so we can watch other cameras and stuff like that.
What about Maverick Vinales? He got a good start. He didn't fall down the field.
Yeah, really surprising. And because he's always strong towards the second half of the race. Yep. He was strong the whole race, which is really good to see. And he was, like, I watched his interview afterwards. He wasn't like crazy happy, but he's like seemed pretty content.
Yeah, he said something about like his confidence is back. He's ready to get back into it. So
yeah,
they keep saying he's very much a confidence rider. He needs to feel good to ride fast.
Yeah.
And if he's
fast, he really can be.
But Lorenzo, big talk before the round. This year, he said from Jerez, I have to start performing, and he was like 13th.
And he was a lucky 13th.
Yeah.
As we said, everyone crashed in front of him. Yeah, he would have been
18th.
points. Yeah. And he even said, I think, when the round started, that, this is the one to judge me on.
Yep.
Like, he was talking pretty confident stuff. And after Friday, he was fast.
He was good in practice.
And then Saturday, they went the wrong direction or something. And then Sunday, he was just not really there. Like, Bradle beat him. Bradle's a test rider.
Yep.
So,
Bradle's obviously fast, but not.
But Lorenzo's like...
multiple-time world champion.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. Like, he's, as we said before, he's had issues with mechanicals. But it's probably time to turn it around now in Europe. Or no excuses from now.
Yeah, and it's very much going to be like, is another manufacturer going to take him on? Because Ducati had 18 months of nothing. Honda's now 4 months in and still nothing.
Yeah. Probably using it as a bit of a development rider nearly.
Yeah.
Because, they're in a pretty lucky situation where Marquez is going to get points all the time. He'll crash every now and again because he's Marquez. He goes crazy. But then Nakagami and Crutchlow, one of them's going to pick up manufacturer points.
As well as satellite independent points.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. It'd be good to see him up there because when he's on, he is on.
Yeah, when he's...
the hammer.
Yeah.
We'll see. Another thing, Ione didn't race.
No. I didn't even notice this, though.
I noticed because I'm a Aprilia fan. I was like, where the fuck is he? And then he had a crash in FP4. He was pretty solid all weekend, actually. He was going well. And FP4, he had a crash and didn't race because of soreness. Pretty much.
Probably also because he didn't qualify. He was then back of the grid.
Yeah, exactly. But then the test day today, he didn't ride, even though he got cleared. He went out and said, it's too painful. But then Bradley Smith had a very similar crash, and he was riding in pain. So, Iannone.
Yeah.
He's always good for something, isn't he? Hey, he could really be sore. I don't know, but it's an Iannone.
Yeah, it might be like still some lingering jaw soreness.
Yeah, he hit his face a bit hard. Yeah. He's like, jeez. He's a goober, that bloke.
Yeah.
But he's fast. He's fast on his day.
He was
He was.
on the Suzuki last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, and
So-
he won a race on Ducati, but that was at Red Bull Ring, which is like a Ducati track. It's like high
straight.
speed straights.
Hard break, straight.
Yeah. Ugh.
I guess it was good to see there was 3 Spanish on the podium.
Yeah, they were really happy. I saw it,
Yeah.
like Rins was gone.
He was like
Fucking ballistic.
jumping on his bike and just they're trying to interview. He's in the background just yelling and dancing.
I've never seen. He's usually pretty calm, but it was good to see him. Bit of personality going on.
Yeah, even Marquez was getting into it a bit as well.
Yeah.
And then Marquez went and climbed on the pit wall and was cheering to the crowd. Everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
Then he left, and Maverick's like, I want some of that. And he came over and kind of did it, but threw his gloves into the crowd. But
Yeah, I did see that.
it was time to do the podium. So the MotoGP man's like, come on, mate, we got to go.
Fucking hurry up.
Yeah.
Get in there. Crazy Spanish. They are nuts. Alright, we'll talk about Moto 2. Not good from a Aussie perspective.
No, Gardner lasted 1 corner. After he qualified like 4th, which is good.
And he was in the lead couple when it happened.
I think he was in 3rd or 4th when it happened.
Mm.
He sent himself to the moon.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't like it was really late in the corner that he high-sided.
I think he lost it and then it caught and like pendulum back and forwards a couple times and then just spat him.
Yeah, and he was so lucky not to get run over by everyone because he was right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, he was just everyone just like it was like the sea parting around him.
Yeah.
And then Marquez got destroyed by his bike.
Yeah, that's right, yep. He couldn't avoid it.
And then one of the Honda Team Asia riders hit Gardner's bike and got run over by, I think, Binder? Or one of the Tech 3 riders.
It was carnage. And
Yeah.
then that lap, the corner after that, more people crashed.
Yeah, that was like, so the Honda Team Asia rider hit Gardner's bike and then that guy went down and then someone ran over him and crashed.
Yeah.
So yeah, it went forever.
They had the red flag, which is fair enough. And then we had Marquez. His bike didn't start. Well, they fixed it.
Yeah, they didn't get him out in time for pit lane being open, but they got him out in time for the race start, and he started from pit lane, which was pretty amazing because his bike was destroyed. He pushed it back to the pits himself.
He did well.
And then, he changed his leathers. His dad was there giving him a countdown, like how long they got left.
Yeah.
And then when he got the end of pit lane, Marquez was there, like, calm it down, mate.
Pointing at his head.
Yeah, like, use your head.
Think.
He still got like 24th. He was 14 seconds behind by the first sector.
Yeah, that's too far in Moto 2 because they're so close.
Yeah.
Like, one thing, it seems like it's not the Kalex Cup at the moment. Like, there's still a lot of Kalexes up there, but the speed up guys were doing better.
Yeah, Navarro got on the podium.
KTM seem to be sorting their stuff out as well. So maybe the speed ups are going to suit the European tracks a bit more.
They were talking to one of the GP riders that used to ride speed up, Fabio.
Oh yeah,
and he was saying that the speed up is really good on the edge of the tire and like long corners and that sort of grip. Yeah, which the European circuits suit. The corners go forever,
especially the Spanish tracks. They're tight and gnarly.
Yeah, so he got better as the race went on, and the last lap Navarro caught up 0.6 of a second to Baldassarri. Like if there was another half a lap, he would have won the race. Yeah,
was Baldassarri just taking his time, or I don't know.
I don't think so. I think because Navarro sort of caught up past Baldassarri's teammate, left him behind, and just started catching Baldassarri. So
yeah. Navarro was quick.
Yeah,
like really quick because those two, Baldassarri and Fernandez,
they gapped everyone by 2 seconds in the first couple laps,
which you don't see very often in Moto 2 and 3. They look really comfortable. They're in the same team as well, aren't they?
Yep.
Schroeder didn't do me any favours.
No, that was your tip.
Yeah,
got 13.
It just wasn't very. He's been like in the top 5 all year. Pretty solid in this round. He didn't look like he was struggling. Yeah, still did alright. 13th in Moto 2 is alright.
Usually see his team, like one of the two riders is up there, but neither of them were.
It's Luthi and him, isn't it? They're in the same team.
Oh, it might be.
It is.
Is it?
You should know. You tip Luthi. Anyway, will Luthi get 4th?
Yeah, Luthi did well. He got 4th.
Yeah, fucker.
He wasn't in the he was never going to get a podium. He wasn't fighting for it. He wasn't catching Fernandez, but he was.
He did well to actually get up there. He's going to be a big shot for the championship this year,
Yeah.
Luthi.
Passini had a bit of a crash. He was
Yeah,
on the
after doing
KTM.
really well last week. And I saw he's got another ride for a different team next round.
He's just the wild card jump around.
Yeah, he's taking Powie's spot in Petronas. So he's just to fill in. I don't know what's doing this for his commentary career, but whatever. He won't care.
You'd rather be riding for sure, wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's like 37 or something.
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Because he didn't do much like his whole career until the end of his career, and then he was doing really well. Like getting a few wins a year and...
He might
podiums.
outlast Rossi.
Maybe. As a, fill-in rider.
Yeah, as the oldest ever racer.
Yeah. What's Rossi, 41?
He's 40, I think.
40. So next year, he'll be 41. I don't think he'll ever be the oldest winner. Because the oldest winner's like fucking 46 or something like that. Something crazy. I think it's an Aussie, Jack Findlay or something like that. From back in the day.
Yeah, which is pretty amazing because they had no safety gear or runoff areas.
Yeah, you did well not to die by that time.
Yeah.
Alright, Moto 3. Wasn't a crazy Moto 3 race by their standards, but still pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it was definitely like the top guys were up there, kind of changing spots a bit, nothing too extreme.
There was some hard passes.
Yeah, for a tight track, they were sending it like this. We watched some highlights just before, and Della Porta was like 4 or 5 bike lengths back, just lunging under people.
Proper late braking.
But he'd pull it up and get around the corner. And
yeah, he's a fucking good rider, eh?
Yeah.
He's probably going to win this year, isn't he? Like, it's him and a couple other guys.
Yeah, he's not leading the championship, but I hope he's up there.
You pick him every fucking round.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. I picked Fanardi one round. Come on.
You picked Fanardi a couple times.
Yeah, never again. By the way, and lucky I didn't. Because did he crash or just run off? I think he ran off, avoiding that crash.
They got him listed as a crash, but yeah, he was on his bike still.
Yeah,
but he lasted.
Kind of abandoned it.
He lasted a lot longer than the person you did tip.
Oh, massive first lap.
Like the second lap.
But
yeah.
I was fucking furious.
Yeah.
He was leading the championship, I think.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like a shit crash too. Like it wasn't this awesome high side. It was just this shitty little crash. I don't know what that did. What were the tip results in the end?
So the tip results were I won the round on 38 points. Curtis lost the round on 61. Only just behind
ridiculous
Crashley, who got 60. So Massia really
61. Yep. That is by far my worst round. It's got to be.
It's the second worst score we've had. I got 65 last round.
Ah, did you? I can't complain too much then.
Yeah. But we all Massia got Kruger with a DNF, but then we all picked rookies that DNF'd because 3 out of 4 of them DNF'd.
Yep.
And it's like, Marquez didn't crash any flavors. He finished the race and got 24 as well.
Yeah, that's just unlucky.
So in terms of our championship, I've gone from last by a long way to winning by a little bit. So I'm on 175. Curtis on 180, so that's still tight. Crash is a bit behind on 193.
Yeah, one round you can kind of bring it back though.
Yeah, it's...
Oh man, last round I did awesome. I got 35.
And you were whinging about having to pick last.
I should pick last every round. But we always do like weird picks. We could just be like...
Mike stole who you wanted to pick, and he got 28.
Ah, yeah.
So
I could have been awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to pick Gardner, I don't think, though. Don't think I was going to pick Gardner and COTA.
Luthi, who won.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Fucking Luthi. He's always so solid. He's one of those guys, he's just a solid rider.
Oh no, you picked Xavi. Xavi.
Yeah, he crashed.
Yeah.
He fucked me.
Yeah.
Because I thought the round before he stalled it, right? On the warm-up lap?
Yeah.
He stalled it, so when he was on pole.
His bike died, like he was a...
Yeah, so I thought, he's going to do really well next round. Crashes.
Yeah.
What an arsehole.
Yeah, look at my results. I picked Miller, who got 3rd, which is excellent.
Yeah.
Mia, 17th. Binder crashed. And Toba crashed.
It was the worst round yet. Oh, what can you do?
It was great to see both. We got 1-2 results in Moto3 from the 658 team.
Yeah. They got some weird livery on their bikes.
It matches what he had back.
Did it?
Yeah, the same, the red circle with the stripes.
Yep.
Because
It's like 90s.
the team's run by his dad.
Yes, I did see that. He looked pretty happy afterwards. The team was
Yeah.
fucking
It was about
nuts.
80 people jumping up and down in pit lane.
Yeah, yelling in Spanish. Or Italian. Was he Italian?
He's Italian. He was
yeah.
mates with Rossi.
Oh. Well, good on him. It's good to see him win.
Yeah.
1-2 is very rare.
In Moto 3.
In Moto 3, that just...
And they kind of got up the
Doesn't
front and
happen.
stayed up the front. Like they kind of got a lead
Yep.
at the end of the race.
It was that top group, like Della Porta, Canet, I think was up there.
Yeah, Connect got 4th.
Like, all those... They were just swapping, but those two were definitely the strongest
Yep.
in the whole race. So you just don't see it very often.
And it's kind of good seeing the track that doesn't have a huge straight because they're not slipstreaming and going 8 wide into a corner. It's very
Yes.
much like just take one bike.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Super aggressive passes when they need to, and it is a cool track. Jerez?
Jerez.
Jerez, mate. There was some testing. Everyone tested, well, the MotoGP boys tested the next day, and Quadraro went fucking ballistic.
Yeah, the weather conditions must have been even better than the GP, the qualifying and race day. Because he took that's the second and a half off what the lap record was
Yeah.
3 days ago.
So he did a 1:36.3 in testing, which is half a second faster than his pole result, which is, as you said, already stupidly fast.
And then Cal was right behind him. He was like 36.5 or 7.
It was like 36.79.
Yeah.
So still stupid fast. Anything 136 is fast.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I saw Marquez was testing Bradl's bike.
Yeah, so we don't really know what it is. We found photos, and there's carbon bits mixed with aluminium on the frame.
Yeah,
But-
as usual, Honda not saying anything what it is.
I think the quote Marquez is like, "They'll kill me if I tell you."
Yeah. So the closest thing we could get is it's a carbon reinforced aluminium frame.
Yeah, so it looks like there's definitely aluminium where like the swing arm pickup is, and all that stuff. And I'm guessing where the headstock is, but potentially the outboard runners that go up or under the tank are full carbon.
Yep.
They said it's to improve front end feel, so potentially it's to get more flex,
Yeah.
to get more feel. Because like Mike said, the bikes are so stiff you can't feel anything.
Yeah. I think, and the Hondas are even more notoriously bad for that.
Yeah, so this might be a something to help Lorenzo.
Yeah. Well, he said he didn't test it either, Lorenzo, though. He just kept to the aluminiums, which is maybe didn't have enough to go around. Like, they had one bike, probably. So they was like, you just test it, Mark, see what you think.
Yeah, I guess they want Lorenzo to find the settings that work for him on their current bike.
Yeah, after his shit round.
Yeah. It's also it's always a bit of a caveat with testing that Quattararo's fastest, but he's the second rider in a satellite team, so he just gets to go ride.
Yeah, he's not testing parts.
But Cal would probably be testing parts.
He is notorious for testing parts. He's usually the grunt boy.
So being second fastest while testing parts,
Yeah.
I think that he's then you'd say he's the fastest of the day, really.
Yeah, of the factory kind of
Yeah.
people, yeah.
Miller was way down, but Ducati really pushed stuff to Pramac.
Yeah.
Test a million parts.
Especially he's the lead. He's basically a factory rider now.
It's
even though
like
for Pramac.
factory rider, but worse.
Yeah.
It's what Petrucci had last year.
Yeah. So he's got getting the parts probably just after them and testing parts for him, but it doesn't have all the engineers and
I think sometimes they
the
actually
team behind him.
he has to test 5 different versions of a part. Then from what he gives, they give 2 versions to the factory boys.
The best ones.
Yeah, so
bit of a shit job.
yeah, but I guess the carrot of the factory seat.
That's it. You want it, you do the bitch work.
Yep.
I saw that none of the big guys had much to test. Yamaha said they did, and they found some minor things that they said will help, but nothing crazy. Ducati said we don't have anything at the moment. I know Aprilia had a shitload to test.
I'm assuming Aprilia and KTM
Yeah,
probably tested a lot. Where's Suzuki? These?
I didn't read anything about them in their testing.
I guess Yamaha, Suzuki are going pretty well, so
That'd be fine tuning pretty much.
they're pretty happy with where they're at.
Interestingly, Rossi said pretty much that they need to win. They need to start winning, or Marquez is going to run away with it.
Yeah, like Yamaha need to start winning like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
But 3 podiums on the trot for Yamaha
Yeah,
is pretty amazing. So
they got some good young riders too. Like it's funny that Quattaro is going so good because when he got signed, we're like, why?
Yeah, he was not doing well for years, and then he did pretty good last year in speed up.
Yeah, but nothing crazy good. Like,
Nah.
They obviously saw potential that none of us did, but we're not in the field, obviously.
Yep.
But everyone's saying he's stupidly talented though.
Oh, he's making the other rookies look silly, like.
And he's only 20.
Yeah. Because we thought, like, Bagnaia was a beast in testing. Mia was quick for the first round as well.
Yep.
Quattararo wasn't that good in testing, but he's every race and every qualifying session he's been flying.
He's top 10 at every session.
But they say the Yamaha is the friendliest bike for a rookie.
Yeah. And what's interesting, he's got the limited top end. He's got like 500 revs or 250 revs less than Morbidelli.
Yeah, I thought maybe when he was on pole, they might have given him everything, and that's why his bike blew up. But then it was the shifter linkage. So.
Yeah. How does that go wrong?
He must have been like stamping on that pedal.
Maybe it was
bent
him. Exactly. Maybe he's the one who did it.
So we got a bit of another product review for this week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do my tyre warmers, which are a Hot Hoops brand. They're analog adjustable warmers, and they retail for $269.
So kind of on the budget end of things, I'd say.
Yeah, they're definitely like, there's the Hot Hoops and there's M-Tech and stuff for all that bottom end. You see them a lot at track days, but less at the race weekends, I guess.
For the average amateur guys like us, they're perfect.
Yeah, like
we wouldn't notice the difference.
No, like there's guys that spend $500-$600 on warmers, and good on them if they can afford them all. But for me, I couldn't see the need for anything more.
No.
Especially like
job.
The Hot Hoops over the M-Techs, I think they're good because you do have I have an adjustable switch, so I can choose 3 temperature settings.
Mm-hmm.
So you put on 60 degrees for like a street tire or wet, 80 degrees for normal, or 95 for as a hot setting.
What does the hot setting do?
It's just a high temperature. So it's like, I usually put on the hot setting in the morning to get them up to temperature quicker, because you don't always have that much time when you set up. And I usually keep them on 80 during the day.
All right. I would definitely get them over the M-Techs then, because the M-Techs are the same price.
Yeah, and there is... Some people get pretty nerdy and like they test high temperature. I'm sure it's great, and it's what you need to do if you want everything perfect. But we're buying second-hand tyres anyway.
Yeah. And probably second-hand Hot Hoops.
Yeah, they came with my bike.
Oh, there you go. My warmers were second-hand as well. I didn't know what brand they are. I have to have a look.
So I don't know if they're on 80 degree setting, if they keep the tyre at 80 degrees or not, but the tyre is hot and sticky, and I can put my knee down coming out of the pits.
Yeah.
Which is what I need.
That's perfect then. Really. That's all you need. It's not like we're chasing tenths.
No, that's right.
We're chasing seconds.
Yeah. I'm chasing 10 seconds.
10 seconds, exactly. So, $269, I think that's pretty damn good price. Like, for a brand new set of warmers.
Yeah, I agree. If I need new ones, I'll buy the same ones again, for sure.
Yeah.
Come with a carry bag and stuff.
Oh.
So, they got a little light to tell you when they're on.
Photos.
Yeah, they wrap around the rim a bit more than some brands as well,
which
is good for getting the rim warm and keeping the wind off it. Especially those winter track days.
Yeah, I noticed that mine, they're a bit harder to wrap around, let alone if you had a 190 rear or 200 rear, whereas ours is only 180s.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you buy the appropriate size for your tyre. But no, they're great.
Oh, where can you buy them from? I don't even know.
So I think they're sold by motospares.com.au. It's like they're the guys that import them.
I'll have a little Google here. Don't mind my typing, everyone. Let's see. So we got Motospares, eBay, but they're much more expensive than eBay. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Motospares as well. Oh, they're red.
Oh, they're the digital ones.
Digital. Yep. So the digital ones are $329.
Yes, the digital ones you can set the exact temperature you want instead of having just the 3 settings.
Oh, okay.
And they're red.
They're red.
They look flash.
That's the extra $60 there. So yeah, it definitely looks like it's just Motospares that sell them.
Yeah.
eBay.
But yeah, would buy again.
Which is Motospares through eBay.
would buy. Not again, because I didn't buy it in the first place.
If they come with your bike, they're going to be good.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
They also have it like...
If they turn on then and they warm them up, they're good.
Yeah. One of the lights stopped working that tells you it's on,
Ah, okay.
but the warmer still works.
You can do the old hand test.
Yeah, which I do anyway.
Yeah.
I'm a bit paranoid.
Oh, cold slicks are the worst.
Yeah.
They have no feel, and they are shit. That is terrible. All right, on to the beer of the week. As usual, sticking with the Australian theme. I did have some Guinness in the fridge, but we've got some Robin Hood Brewing Co. Pale Ales. What do you think, Lance?
Yeah, it's good. It's easy to drink. It's not like super flavorful or bitter or anything. It's like just nice, sessionable.
Yeah, if you bought a carton of these, if you wanted to like have a serious drinking session, you could knock back a lot.
Yeah.
Like they're very easy to drink.
Yeah, definitely. And I think they're a bit interesting. So I got these from, we sort of have a subscription service with a company called Naked Wines that you prepay $40 a month and you can order wines, and then we saw beer on there, so I bought a carton of beer.
Why not?
Yeah, so some winemaker decided to make some beer and it's pretty delicious.
From what I can see, they're definitely independent. Like, it seems like it's just a small guy that makes them.
Yeah, that's how Naked Wines works, is that because we prepay them, they prepay the wineries type of thing.
Okay.
That's why they're kind of exclusive to them, but they're also, they're all small companies.
The can art's it's really different, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit baby shit brown, but it's
that is
it's pretty
baby shit brown.
The graphics pretty cool.
Yeah, the actual graphics cool, but I agree they could choose a different background color.
It looks like I've got a carton of the 330ml cans. It looks like the 500ml can has a better graphic.
Oh, it is way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at it, there's a lot more red going on. Like a lot more color. So maybe that's the new one.
Yeah, it might be.
Maybe it's the new. Maybe they went. We've had enough of baby shit brown.
Yeah.
It's 4.5%. Disappointingly, as Lance noted before, 330ml. What the fuck? Make everything 375, guys.
Yeah.
More alcohol, damn it. Sorry, I just banged the table with my hand and it wobbled the mic. 1.2 drinks per can. So, you can have a couple before you drive.
Yeah, which is probably what they're sort of more aimed at. They're not like a heavy IPA or anything.
Yeah.
And
how much were they?
Oh, they weren't that cheap. They were like $80 a carton.
Oh, they're nice though.
Yeah.
And they're independent, so you're supporting the kind of little guy. And you were saying that like you put a review on and the actual owner comments.
Yeah, like the guy who makes the beer replies to your comment. Same with all their wines as well, which is, kind of cool.
From New South Wales. Here we go. Here's a suburb for you. Ugali.
Ugal. Is it?
I think it's Yoogau.
Yeah, you guy.
You guys.
You guy.
I've never heard of that suburb.
Yeah.
But, yeah, don't expect a lot of flavour.
No, like it's more flavour than like a Forest Gold.
Yeah, it's kind of that next step up.
But it's not quite a normal pale ale like a Newstead or a
3-bolt or something.
Yeah.
Man, it's good. We like it.
So since we've been gone, we also had a World Superbike round the same weekend as Circuit of the Americas, GP. Yep. We're not going to cover that in this episode. We're going to catch up in that in detail next week. When we also cover the Imola round this weekend.
Yeah, so we better do our predictions for this weekend. I'll go first, Batista. But in saying that, this is the round. We've been saying it. We're in Europe.
Yep.
He doesn't know, he knows the track he's tested there, but not like the other guys.
Yeah, we checked the results before, and Ray won both races last year, which was good.
But it was really, one was by 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, one of them was Vandermark 0.2, Melandri was another 10th behind him. The first race was Chaz and Lavity up there, so those guys are good at that track as well, and they're getting faster on their Ducatis.
Yep. Yeah, I hope Lavity does well. He would have got the podium last time if he didn't fuck up and crash.
Yeah, so I want to see Lavity do well. He looks like a good lad.
Yeah, he's good for a laugh. His Instagram's pretty good.
Yeah.
His Twitter. So this is the round where Ray can
Start to gain some points back, hopefully.
Yeah, he's not that far behind because he's been getting second all the time. So he's still within reach.
But it's like 5 points per race. He lost or something, so he's a fair bit behind still.
Yeah, was it 11 races as well?
Yeah.
That's actually 60
Plus
points.
a point for every pole position.
Ooh, yeah. And he's pretty much got pole every time.
And you did miss out on pole once. Yeah.
Oh, are the short races, Super Pole, is that what they're calling them?
Yeah,
Super
Pole race.
The same amount of points?
Yep.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he's going to be a bit ahead, actually. But, yeah, we'll see. I'm still going Team Ray. Come on, man. We can do it.
You're the Team Ray, Johnny Ray's god?
Yeah, he's the man. He can bring it back. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I don't think he's going to win the championship.
He won't. But
I just want to see the other guys close the gap to Ray to get some good racing.
Well, last round they did. It was some fucking good racing and for the podiums.
Yeah, round before it seemed like Ray was trying to get in front of Bautista to disrupt him.
Yeah.
And then last round it was like everyone else trying to disrupt Ray.
Yeah.
So,
there was some interesting news. I saw that Kawasaki have said, look, they've made a GP kind of bike.
Yeah,
we might do the same.
I saw that as well. It's like they got to make the call for 2020 homologation special based on the ZXRR.
They might as well. Another 1,000 revs or something. That'd be
more than that. They're like 12,300 or something, 12,000 or 13,000, and then Ducati goes to 16.
Oh, Ducati's insane. Yeah. No, if the new bike, the 2020, was like 1,000 revs higher again, it'd help. Like Ducati's got the grunt though. Like it's not just horsepower; it's just
linear
grunt throughout the whole range, and you can tell. Like we've said it 1,000 times in our other podcast, they just streak away. Even Labby and Davies on the straights just gone. Yeah, fingers crossed. Ray block pass knocks Bautista off. Win. Calling it. I'm calling it. He's gonna get the shits. Be like, fuck this guy.
He sends Haslam in for a kamikaze move as number 2 rider.
Haslam, you're doing it, mate. Take it for the team. That would be awesome, actually. No, if no one gets injured. No one really gets injured in GP anymore. They just slide in fucking gravel, the concrete. Don't like the concrete runoffs. No good.
Not as entertaining.
No. It's kind of like...
They can go a long way deep and save it. Like, they'll still be on the bike.
Exactly. It's because of F1 and shit. That's why they got it.
Yeah, because the F1 cars can brake.
Yeah.
Still.
And their corner speeds are ridiculous.
But a lot of the Superbike tracks aren't shared with F1. So a lot of the GP tracks are shared with F1.
Is Imola?
Oh, I don't know.
Might have been in the past.
Yeah. Like, Jerez wasn't.
No, it's a bike track. It's too small, isn't it? It's like...
But Barcelona
so
is...
narrow. Catalunya?
Yeah.
That is an awesome track, though.
Because F1's there this weekend.
Mm. Alright, so... You think that Bautista's going to win again?
Oh, I think that's a given.
I wonder if one of the MV boys can get up there again. In the 600s.
Yeah, that would be... Disrupt those Yamahas. That would be great.
Yeah, the R6 Cub. Well, we'll see. One of the Kawasaki boys wasn't too bad last time as well.
Yeah, they're still they were like 6th or 7th.
Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3 Yamaha.
Yeah, and that 6th or 7th was like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, you might as well not be there.
Yeah.
Alright, on to Australian Superbikes from the weekend. They were at the Bend, kind of one of the new tracks that is, we're saying it is massive. It's a big track.
Yeah, 18 corners with a monster straight.
It's over 1 kilometre.
Yeah, and then like a massive motorsport museum in there, like full like international standard pits, and it's pretty amazing for like a regional Australian area.
I think they're kind of aiming at it to be the next F1 or maybe another MotoGP round.
Yep.
Kind of place if they don't want to go to Melbourne. But the racing was pretty awesome. It was as usual for Australian Superbikes.
Yeah, it was amazing racing to watch, which is how tight the championships are. It always is, but there was like an extra factor in that the surface just eats tires, especially Pirellis.
So abrasive. It's crazy. And I suppose the one guy on Dunlops, Brian Starring, won every race.
Yeah, he was riding, by the end of the race, he was just cruising, and the other guys were pushing so hard to keep up with him.
They didn't have a chance. And he didn't qualify that well.
No, he didn't.
Like, he was starting from mid-pack kind of every race and just working his way through and winning by very comfortable margin.
Yeah, the Dunlops, it's the only track I've ever seen where they are that much better.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah, he won by heaps, and his teammate Lockie Epis, who so far this year has been way at the back, got top 10 finishes.
So, we'll see how they go at the other end. He's leading the championship now.
Yep, by
which is crazy.
1 point over Crew Halliday.
Yep.
With Mike Jones 10 points behind, Starring as well, so 9 points behind Halliday. So it's a pretty close fight.
Yep.
Still.
Mike had a really good pole shot for this round.
Yeah, I think it was another lap record to get pole.
And
it was, did it fairly easily. His racing didn't go race 1 was a good race. Starring came through, he couldn't catch him. Race 2, he got a terrible start. Ended up back in 16th. Fought back to second again. And then race 3, I don't think he missed out on the podium in race 3, but
it was kind of a solid round.
Yeah, it was really what you need to be consistent over the year.
Same as Crew Halliday again, really solid. Probably the biggest surprise for me was Mark Chiodo.
Yeah, he was he's the number 2 rider with Honda for Herfoss.
Yeah.
So you expect Herfoss is in there. He was last year's champion, but Chiodo was fighting for. He led the race for a while.
Yeah, and
in race 1,
he was going hard. He was leaving nothing behind.
Yeah, which is probably why he then fell off because his tyres had been destroyed.
Yeah,
but
he still did well in the other races too. He did really well. I think it was race 2. He was up there fighting for a podium as well.
Race 3, they got 9th again.
Yep. It's a really cool track. It really is. Not a lot of undulations, but the turns look awesome, and that's probably why it's really fast. So that's probably why those tyres are just getting chewed as well.
I think it's a really new surface, and somewhat like Qatar. It's kind of in the desert, so it's it would get covered in sand. And
yep.
Stuff that would just make it that much more abrasive.
I saw the first practice session. The times were the qualifying time was 1:50, was it or something?
Yeah,
it was fast, but on free practice 1, they were doing 2 minutes.
Yep.
So that it must have been just dirty, no rubber on it, as you said.
It's a long track.
Yeah. And it's not even the longest circuit they can do. They got the endurance one that's twice as long again.
Yep.
Stop doing that in the bike.
Yeah.
Man, trying to remember it all.
Remember 18 corners.
It's already a minute 50. Imagine a longer version of that.
Imagine us riding it to start with, a minute 20. 2 minutes 20.
Oh, yeah, probably. I'd say so. Into the 600s, it was again the Tom DeParis show. He's just... he's too good.
Yeah, not quite as much. The guys have definitely closed up on him.
Yeah, they have.
So Pearson's made a big step forward, and he was pushing. And then Ollie Bayliss going faster again, and then Nick Limington.
Yeah, Limington was looking good.
And Limington's Limington, we've got the results in front of us for race 3, and Limington won. Beat Taparis by half a second.
Yeah, I watched that one, and that was a damn good race. Those two were duking it out pretty much.
Yeah, and then you got Reed Beatty on the Suzuki.
He's been going really solid this year. I remember at Wakefield, he was really surprising.
Yeah, he's one that looks a bit weird on the bike, but I think it's just the sitting position of the Suzuki compared to the Yamahas.
Lower, and he's got a low, combined with his kind of riding style, he crouches right over the tank.
I think that's a height issue. Looking at the picture of him.
Yeah, he's tiny. Yeah. So we're just looking at a photo compared to...
Taparis, who was tiny.
Yeah. He's up to his nose.
Yeah.
But it's still the... Yamahas, you're not a Yamaha, you're not doing well at the moment. But Reed Batty's on a Suzuki, and I think it's an older one too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it looks like it's a 2012 or something.
The 300s were awesome as usual. Everyone just duking it out.
Yeah, and then because of that huge straight, they changed places so much. Except race 1 and 2, Ollie Simpson, who's his first round for the year, he was untouchable.
Yeah, he's South Australian, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think so. And he was, yeah, he like race 1, he was like 5 seconds ahead, which is
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen on 300s.
No, the bikes are so even. He crashed though in the third race.
Yeah, he didn't finish the third race.
Yep.
So.
Who else did well? Oh, I think Harry Curry did really well. I remember.
Yep.
A couple of other guys.
Hunter Ford won third race.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Harry Curry got third.
Maxi Staffel was solid, and he's leading the championship by a pretty comfortable margin.
Yeah, up until this round, he was won nearly every race. So, But Seth Crumps, Queensland local, he was in there. 5th
place in the last race. I wonder if Ollie Simpson's going to do the other rounds.
Oh, surely after that performance, he would be trying.
He's got to. How many points is he on? He's probably not up there.
He's on 50 points.
50 points.
Which he's outside the top 15, like with how close the racing is.
Yep. Maybe they can't afford to do it, or I don't know what the go is. We'll have to have a Google and see what we can find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a cool track. Where are they next round?
Morgan Park.
Yes.
They're up here at our local track, and it's on 2 weeks after I'm hopefully racing for round 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be cold.
Oh yeah. Oh, maybe I won't go. Maybe if it's cold. It gets so cold there.
It'll be fine during the day.
Yeah, it'll be a balmy 14 or something.
Yeah, but in first thing in the morning, it's going to be cold. Like the boys are going to struggle for grip if they have an early session.
Yeah, yep. Here it is. So it's going to be the 5th to the 7th of July. So pretty big gap, actually. Very big gap.
And then from then it's September. Huge gap.
Yeah. They were all pretty well spaced, like a month apart each time.
Yeah, I guess they don't have that many rounds, so.
Yeah. They did have 3 races at the Bend, though. Which
that's their normal weekend?
They always have 3.
Oh, maybe they should have 2.
It's a lot, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to Morgan Park. Hopefully we can both go and have a chat there on the pits and get some, goss.
Yeah.
Probably not. We'll just talk shit to some riders, I'd say. That'd be about it.
Who are you guys?
Who are you guys? Haven't you heard of us? We're the amateur racer. God. We had Mike Jones on once.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably about it, I'd say. We'll be back next week with a pretty good Imola roundup.
Yeah. We'll cover the previous round in detail in Imola.
Mm-hmm. And probably have a look at the BSB as well. There's been a few races while we've been away. We haven't had the time to catch up on them yet.
Yep. We just saw a news article to Aussie Josh Brooks.
Josh Brooks
got a couple of wins on the weekend, so we'll go through that. And then some predictions for the next GP.
Yep. As usual, put through your questions on Facebook. We're happy to answer them all, and listen to us on Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Alright guys, catch you later.